Yo guys, welcome to the Blue Podcast. We are back after a little week's break and hopefully back better than ever. Thank you for the support lately. We just hit 250 subscribers yesterday. Massive thanks to all of you. I realised I was making a mistake when I was saying 60% of us people that watch our videos weren't subscribed. Now it turns out that 70% of our viewers are subscribed. So we obviously appreciate all of you viewers. We upload these Thursday 4 p.m. So make sure you check us out at that time every week. Check out the merch, still on sale. One of my mates bought one recently. He's looking forward to it. So Cam, shout out to you if you're listening. Check out our Twitter at the Blue Podcast 1 and our Instagram at the Blue Podcast 1 as well. We need to start posting more on Twitter still, but I mean, we're getting there eventually. And we post every time we upload on our Instagram and on our stories. So check that out. Give it a like and a follow. That would be greatly appreciated. All right, let's get into an awkward week of football for the two of our teams, I'd say. An awkward week. Should we start with City or Leicester?
City or Leicester?
Sorry, City or Chelsea? It's been a while, okay? I'm getting back into it.
I'm easy. I mean,
I'd rather think about City that lost to Leicester than the Chelsea stuff right now. So,
did
you watch the 5-2 game?
I didn't watch it. I'm glad I didn't. I prefer not to speak.
What do you think happened? What do you think made you lose that game?
I think it was just everything that has been wrong with our defence times 2, basically. It's just been. I mean, I'm surprised. You could probably say you're surprised it didn't happen last season, but. I mean, we were already going to sign that Ruben Diaz, but after that game, it was definitely needed.
yeah, for sure.
But it's I don't. I'm lost for words, but really,
was it 3 penalties? I'm not even.
Yeah,
3 penalties he lost. Walker gave away the first one.
Yeah. Is it Mendy gave away one or something?
I think Mendy might have given away one as well. So actually, fullback's letting you down, and yet you want more centre backs. You just got Ruben Diaz from Porto, was it?
Benfica.
Benfica, yeah. Sorry, from Benfica. Do you think he's going to be another Mangala?
Nah. He can't be. He can't be.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, he might not be amazing, but he can't be that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was listening to the kickoff, one of the clips that they uploaded, and they were saying, could he be like Lindelof? Because obviously when Lindelof came from the Portuguese league, he was set to be this, future big, amazing centre-back. And yet, I mean, United's defence isn't exactly strong, is it? So...
I mean, yeah, I suppose that's true, but he's like the things you hear about him are good, so hopefully he's decent. But yeah, I wasn't even bothered that we won 3-0 last night.
Yeah,
because one, it's League Cup, and 2, I'd rather just play the next Premier League game. I just can't be arsed with it at the moment. Like, was like on a sort of Man City blackout for a few days after that game, because I was.
Yeah, you're still there.
Yeah, I was on a Man City blackout for a few days because I was. I couldn't cope with that defeat. It hit me where it hurt.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. It would have hit me where it hurts as well if we lost 5-2 to Leicester. But yeah, you did beat City. Sorry, you did beat Burnley 3-0 last night. I watched the highlights, and I mean, you look good. But I mean, it is Burnley. It's not Leicester. Leicester are a team that, as of last season, that I think they will again this season, really challenge for top 4. They're first right now. Goal difference.
I know they're near the top, but Everton are there as well, aren't they?
No, I think it's Leicester. Oh, look at Leicester. I think are first because of goal difference. Liverpool are
Yeah,
second, and Everton are third.
Right. Okay. I knew Everton were up there.
Yeah. Leicester, Liverpool, Everton. Aston Villa are fourth.
All right.
And they've only played 2 games. I think like they haven't conceded a goal yet this season. I think, which is crazy considering how badly they did last season. And I think they've not conceded a goal. Beat Fulham 3-0 last game. They've just got Ross Barkley from Chelsea on loan for a season. I think we had them quite low on the in our season predictions.
I don't think we didn't. Oh, I think we did have them relegated.
Yeah, I think we did. If they keep up this, then.
And we were all, well, not all of us, but a lot of us were saying, "Oh yeah, City, you've got the edge." Blah 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 blah. No.
You don't think you're going to do it this season, then?
It's Liverpool's title to lose. It's again, Liverpool are so strong, and the rest of the top 6 looks so weak. So it's like,
yeah. When
it's there. I can't see us doing it. And the signings they've made, like back then, we were like, oh, they've not made any signings. Like they've not improved the squad that much. Like
Thiago.
Like yeah, they've not got the depth. Blah blah blah. But they've sorted all that out now.
Completely, yeah, definitely, completely.
It's theirs to lose.
Yeah, it is now theirs to lose. Let's talk about some Chelsea's on football. Big comeback on the weekend for Chelsea against West Brom. 2 mistakes from Alonso and Thiago Silva gave them their first 2, and then obviously just momentum carried them onto their third. Good goal from their third, I gave them that. But I've seen articles saying that people think Alonso won't play in a Chelsea shirt again under Frank Lampard after his reaction to being subbed off at half time. He wanted to watch the rest of the game alone on the team bus. He didn't want to come back out on pitch side. And Lampard had told him what he thought, apparently. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, Chelsea in the last 2 games, as again what happened last season, we showed that we can be very good. We played less Spurs at the park, at least for the first half. Definitely played them at the park in the first half. Should have scored more goals, but didn't. And with the West Brom game, I don't think West Brom left their half in the second half. Like, at all. And if we won that game, I think you'd still be worried about the fact that we conceded 3 goals and then we had to come back to win 4-3. If we'd won that, though, it'd be, I don't know, confidence would have been a bit more up. But it is what it is.
Yeah, you known. I mean, you still have that a bit, but if you'd won it, you'd have definitely known you've got that grit mentality to.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is that in the West Brom game, the 3 goal scorers were all academy players, which is nice to see. But at the same time, we've just spent over 200 million. Can one of the other ones score, please, in a comeback? But Werner got his first goal against Spurs. Good goal, good finish. But yeah, I mean that was gutting to watch the penalties. I can't stand penalties when it's like that. Losing with Mason Mount missing the last one. It's like the I think our third game last season was against Liverpool, or second game last season was against Liverpool in the Super Cup. Is it when Champions League play Europa League winners?
Oh yeah, Super Cup. Yeah,
and guess what? We lost 5-4 on penalties. So and Abraham missed that last one, buried the one against Spurs, and then Mount kind of goes for like a spectacular top left shot and hits the outside of the post. So yeah, it is what it is. I think a lot of rash Chelsea fans have been on his back since then. But personally, I think I like Mount a lot. He got a lot of passion for Chelsea, which is what a lot of players don't seem to have for clubs these days in the Premier League, at least. Which is just nice. But again, I think I was speaking to one of my mates, and he needs a rest. Mount needs a rest.
Like,
He's played so many games.
He's one of the consistent performers for Lampard, isn't he?
Yeah, if he's not out on the wing, he'll give you like a 7 out of 10 in each game.
Yeah.
At least. If he's on the wing, though. So was that?
One of the most consistent players in that Chelsea team.
Definitely, yeah. But if he's out on the wing, which is where he shouldn't be playing, I think he can disappear from games. But when he's in that number 8 role, he's so much better. Yeah. So much better. So we'll see. But yeah, I think that's kind of two.
Yeah, I don't
I want to ask you this question after since we've spoken about our two teams. Who have been your biggest surprises this season so far?
Everton. Everton have got to be a surprise, haven't they? I mean, they've always been a half decent team, but not quite done it recently. But they're looking like they're kicking on this season. Look, they'll definitely get Europa League, at least.
You think?
At the moment.
Yeah. I think James Rodriguez is going to brought that A factor to Everton, back to Everton, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, it shows what Ancelotti can do, really.
Yeah.
But not everyone. Like, we're not sure in going to a lower team, you won't have money to spend, blah, blah, blah. But obviously he's had a little bit of money to spend, but not as much as he usually has, and he's still doing decent.
Well, more than decent. I mean, the signings that they brought in just clearly shows the pull that Ancelotti has there.
Yeah.
I mean, Allen and Rodriguez, you'd never think they'd sign for Everton. If it was any other man, let's say David Moyes was trying to go for James Rodriguez and Allen. Never happening.
Yeah.
Never happening. But Ancelotti obviously has that thing. I think he's made Calvert-Lewin, who's your favourite player. He scored a hat-trick last night. He scored a hat-trick last night.
I should be a scout. I was like, he's decent.
He is good. I think Ancelotti's obviously bringing that out of him, though. If you think about, you've got Calvert-Lewin playing through the middle, James Rodriguez on the right, cutting in with his left foot, passing it around the park like it's a playground. And then Richarlison just obviously is Richarlison, very good. And he's obviously getting a lot more service and putting him in the back of the net now, which is good for him.
Yeah,
but not good for anyone else.
Yeah,
good for him, but not any other team. I think.
At the moment, I'd rather be Chelsea, because at least you're not been smashed 5-2. But
yeah, true. True. I mean, we should have beaten Spurs as well, but maybe give it. See, I think if Chilwell hadn't been subbed off, we might have still won that game. Because I thought Chilwell looked really good during that 65 minutes he had. But obviously he's not fully fit, so you don't want to cause another injury. So which is fair enough why he subbed him off. But he looked so good, Chilwell, in my opinion. He fit really nicely next to Zuma and Tomori. Zuma and Tomori again, solid. I think. I think Christensen's had his time. Starting for Chelsea, he'll be a good backup, like our third or fourth centre back. But I think Zuma and Tomori, obviously Thiago Silva's starting in the big games, but next to him should be Zuma or Tomori because I just think they're just so much. Just better. That's it. They are just better. I'm kind of glad we haven't sent Tomori on loan yet.
I saw did Everton want him?
Yeah, Everton wanted him and Renee wanted him. You know, the team we bought Mendy off of.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, he's played... I think we've had 3 games this season, right? So far.
Yeah.
He's been in 2 out of 3 already.
Right, so it's not like he's not playing.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like he's not going to play this season, is it? And you always need 4 centre backs. We've sent Ampadu on loan to Sheffield United, which I think for him is a massive loan for him if he plays. But yeah, four centre backs is fine. And then how many centre backs have you got now? Because you got rid of Otamendi for Ruben Diaz.
Five, but I think Garcia will go in. So we've got Ruben Diaz, Laporte, Stones, and Ake.
That's not a bad 4, to be fair. I mean,
it's not bad. Eric Garcia, but he's probably going to Barca now.
You still think he's going to Barcelona?
Yeah, because apparently they were wanting to sell players to fund the transfer, basically.
Well, that's actually what a bit like we're doing, actually. You know how Ross Barkley's gone to Villa? Apparently, we want to loan Loftus-Cheek now as well. Because, I mean, I love him. He's one of my favourite Chelsea players, but he's probably not good enough to be... Well, 2 seasons ago when he was under Sarri, good enough to start. But he's had that whole year out, and he's not come back in the same way as he was before. So I think a loan from him would be good, get minutes under his belt. I think he'll be like 25, 26 if he comes back after that loan season, though. He should be in his prime now. It's just kind of like, you remember Ruben Loftus-Cheek's always been that young, most recent academy boy to break through, and getting older now. It's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so you can get Declan.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. So we can fit Declan Rice into the team, because although there's the PSG one, Jorginho apparently, and I think if they sell Jorginho to PSG, then Rice is a must. Rice is a must if we sell Jorginho. But at the same time, Kante, Rice behind Havertz in midfield, I wouldn't mind that.
That's not too bad, no.
It's not too bad at all. I mean, Kante, I don't know what Lampard's done to Kante, but attacking-wise, he looks so good. Don't know what he's done. Because Kante's been playing quite attacking the last 3 games. I've seen him nutmeg people. I've seen him go past 2-3 players. I don't know what's happened. I used to be so against Kante playing that kind of drifting between box role. Lampard used to play for Chelsea, drifting from defence, cutting out counter attacks, all that kind of stuff. I used to think he should just be holding in the defence. I'm probably going to be quite controversial saying this, but I used to think he needs to be a defensive midfielder, but he's looked really good drifting upfield. So having Declan Rice...
I think he's just giving him the freedom, hasn't he?
Yeah, Declan Rice would give him the freedom to do that. Yeah. It's a bit like with Matic. Matic was playing for us. Matic was that CDM pivot, kind of everyone ran around him. Kante was that annoying bastard who'd nick the ball off everyone. I wouldn't mind going back to that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a big if you get those players out and then get Declan Rice, but it could happen.
I think.
But with City, I think.
Go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say, with City, I think we can still lose to Leeds. To be honest,
you think you'll lose to Leeds?
Well, no, I think we could lose to Leeds because I think we'll still be suffering a hangover from the 5-2 defeat. But then I think we'll probably
to Leeds, though. Leeds could be a statement game from City, though.
Yeah, well, you like to think so, but I think we'll be suffering a hangover, and then we'll bounce back the week after.
Fair enough.
Like, I mean, it could be a draw, but I think because their tails are up and like they have had a decent start to the season, and they know they can hurt us, they'll attack.
Yeah.
I think, it could be ropey.
Well, I'd say Leeds are kind of my other
surprise.
It's gone off.
Oh,
don't know why. I can hear myself.
Oh.
But yeah, Leeds probably are the relegation team that have looked the best by far.
I backed them to do decent.
You did?
As well.
Yeah, didn't you have them in 10th or something?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think it could be a loss, probably a draw, but I'd like to think we'll win, but I think it'll be ropey. Yeah, I think there's gonna, like I say, I think they'll still have a bit of a hangover, and Diaz won't be playing yet, so the defense is going to be just as bad. So they know they can hurt us just as much. Diaz will probably play the week after, which is when we'll hopefully recover.
Do you not like the fact that Ferran Torres got his first goal yesterday?
Yeah, that was good. I've not seen the highlights actually, but because like I say, I've been on sort of Man City blackout, so like I didn't like, even though we won, I didn't really care. But yeah, I've heard that we played well, and like there was a lot of positives, but we still got smashed 5-2. So
yeah. All right. Well, let's.
Gonna make a difference.
Yeah, it might not make a difference. We'll see. Well, I'll be looking at that. I think the Leeds City game, a lot of people will be watching, obviously, because of your big loss on the weekend before, and Leeds looking really good. That'll be a hot topic game. But enough of the English football. Let's move into the topic of this video with some Dummies guide to European football, and I guess I'm the dummy in this situation.
I'm surprised you don't know that much.
I know my stuff, but I don't think I know European football quite like you do.
Okay. Fair enough.
For the listeners, Ben is how much Italian, or you just completely
half Italian?
Half Italian. Okay.
Half.
He knows his stuff about Serie A and stuff like that. So we'll start with what are the European countries that are in the top 5, is it called, of football?
Oh, so yeah.
England, obviously. France with Liga.
Yeah.
Germany with Bundesliga. Italy with Serie A, and Spain with La Liga. What I found interesting, though, is only the top 2 levels in Germany can participate in the domestic cup, but the top 10 leagues in England can participate in domestic cups. That's quite a big difference.
All right. Yeah.
Because I was doing a bit of research beforehand and I found that out.
I didn't know that. See,
that's kind of the beauty of the English domestic cups, though, isn't it? Anyone can do well, whereas obviously Germany, they don't want that.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue. Yeah, I mean, you could argue that it means that like the quality is better, but you don't have the same sort of romanticism than with England.
Yeah, so when that League 2 side gets to like the last 16, it's like, oh my god. Play Arsenal or something and beat them. It's like, Yeah. Is it me, or is it always Arsenal that lose to a lower league side in the domestic cup, or is it just me?
Trying to think. It might be.
I don't know. I have that stuck in my head of like, there was a team when I was at school who beat Arsenal in like round of 16 or something, and everyone was going mad.
Yeah, I can't remember. But I mean, it's really good financially for the lower teams as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because they get it televised, don't they? And then they get money from that.
Yeah, so it helps the lower league teams when they do well in it.
But not in Germany.
Yeah, true.
But not in Germany.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was just a little fact that I sprinkled in there. For a chat. Right. Well, I think we'll leave Italy and Serie A till the end, because that's kind of your bread and butter when it comes to European football. Let's start off with La Liga. Obviously, biggest 2 teams there are Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Not much else to say about that. I'm joking. Valencia and Atletico Madrid, quite big teams.
Sevilla.
And Sevilla, they just won the Europa League.
Yeah.
So, do you think that because Barcelona and Real Madrid aren't doing that well right now, in terms of like they haven't got the same stature and they're not doing as well as they have done in the past, that some of these lower teams could capitalise on that?
I mean, the most likely of them is Atletico, isn't it?
Maybe Sevilla, because they just won the Europa League.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, I think Madrid are favourites, but that's just because Barcelona are all over the shop.
Yeah.
But even saying that, if you look at Barcelona's starting 11, it's still quality. So you got, I mean, he's not fit at the moment, but you got Sagan in net, Sergio Roberto, PK, Longley, Alba. Then you got Busquets, De Jong sitting, and then in front of them you got Dembele, that Ansu Fati.
I think Dembele's going to United.
Well, I saw that, but apparently he's rejected like all the moves that he's been offered. Like he wants to stay at Barca.
Fair enough.
And then you got Messi in the middle, and then Coutinho, and then Griezmann. That's still
nuts team, yeah.
Quality team. So, yeah. And they played well in the first game of the season.
Wasn't Ansu Fati scored their first 2 goals, and he's like 17 years old.
Yeah.
He's looking really good.
Like humans, I mean, I don't know if he's going to be there after this season, depending on what happens with in the president's election. Yeah, or Messi. But he's at least the team's balanced now.
Yeah.
So, like it's not all over the shop anymore. At least it's a balanced team. And I think in part that's it to do with them like allowing the older players to leave, so they're able to bring in some younger players and sort of play like obviously some older players in their correct position, basically.
So yeah, like, he wasn't playing Griezmann as centre forward, was he?
No. So they're able to play Griezmann centre forward. They're able to play Frankie De Jong, the defensive mid where he's supposed to. But because their front four is kind of fluid now, like they can interchange, Coutinho can do what he wants as well, and Messi and Ansu Fati, blah blah blah. So he's sort of I think it's obviously a bit mixed. Like they've let go Suarez, they've let go Vidal. Like they're not been nice, but like he's still organised it well so far.
Yeah.
And I think the sign is it Serginho Dest or something from Ajax, a right back, supposed to be decent.
Yeah.
And they want Depay as well.
Yeah, that's why they want to get rid of Dembele though.
Right.
They got space for Depay.
Yeah, I thought that the reason they got rid of Suarez was to get Depay, because even though they sold him for cheap, his wage is ridiculous, so that gives them leeway.
Definitely. Did you see? Well, speaking of Suarez, did you see his debut for Atletico Madrid?
Yeah. Was it 2 goals and an assist?
Yeah, 2 goals and an assist, and he came on in like the 65th, 75th minute or something. Yeah. That's crazy.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all.
But wasn't his wages like 30 million or something? And
I personally don't know. But
he's taken a wage cut to go to Atletico, and
that's like Thiago Silva.
He's only on like half of what he was at Barca, so he's on like 15 mil instead a year.
Fair enough.
But
that's good for Atletico.
Yeah, I don't think he would start for this. He's already loads, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be paid loads anyway. Well, I think I saw an interview with Diego Costa. He was like, asked if he's happy that Suarez is coming. He's like, yes, the club now has someone that bites and someone that kicks and punches.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
see that? Oh, well, that's for the Serie A. We'll leave that. But yeah, I mean, and then you got Real Madrid, who they've not signed anyone, I don't think. And Hazard's having an absolute stinker still.
Yeah. He's injured again.
Yeah. But I think the playing, so some of the loan players have come back.
Who?
The young ones.
Oh, just young players.
Yeah. So they're playing some of them. So like Odegaard, he started to play.
Oh, Odegaard was from Barcelona?
No.
Oh.
Odegaard, Madrid.
Oh, sorry, Madrid. I mean, yeah, sorry. Yeah, Madrid.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was on loan from Madrid.
Yeah. So he started to play with them. So, but I mean, yeah, they're supposed to be favourites, but I think it's a bit more open. Like you're saying.
It should be definitely more open. It's just whether or not Zidane and Koeman can just kind of boost their team back up to the levels that the players should be playing at.
Yeah. I think, definitely, if Atletico can capitalise, then it'll be a lot more open. But in recent seasons, they've kind of just been top four.
They haven't really done much.
Not really doing anything. So, I don't know.
Sorry, go
same
on.
with... Yeah, sorry.
You cut out.
I said same with Sevilla.
Yeah, they haven't really pushed them, have they?
No. What were you saying? Sorry.
Can you guess who's won the most La Liga titles?
Madrid.
With how many?
34 or something.
33. You're very close.
Oh.
This could be old. This could be. No, it's July 2020. When did you finish?
That just one that.
Okay, so you were close.
Yeah, I remember seeing it somewhere.
Yeah, very close. I'll give you that. That was pretty spot on. Fair enough.
Barca got like 28 or something.
I'll look it up. Barcelona. Barcelona have won 26.
Wow. I think they were in the 20s.
He knows his stuff. I didn't realize Madrid have won so many more though.
Yeah, well, they were absolutely dominant, like in 1950s or something. Yeah, I think was it Di Stefano when he was playing.
I don't know enough. I don't have no idea, mate.
All right, well, Alfredo Di Stefano, they were absolutely dominant then. I think they won like 6 or something in a row.
Right.
Yeah. And I think the training stadium's named after him, into the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, I think it is anyway.
Fair enough.
But yeah, he's one of the most famous Real Madrid players of all time because he's just unreal.
If he's famous in the long list of unreal Real Madrid players, then he must be good.
Yeah.
Must be good. All right. Is there anything else you want to mention about La Liga?
I mean, I think just on Di Stefano, I think he might be one of the top goal scorers as well for Madrid.
Get the phone out.
Ooh. He's not the top goal scorer. I think Ronaldo is, but he's up there.
Ronaldo is, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Drum roll.
What?
Is he quite low? Was it appearances?
We were wrong about Ronaldo.
Oh, is he not?
Yeah, we were wrong about Ronaldo. How did you do it on goals? Ronaldo appearances. Oh, goals. Others. No. Goal scorers, here we go. All right. Di Stefano is third.
Right.
With a total of 300 208 goals. Why is their bracket 290? Was that assists? I can't tell.
It might be like friendlies or something.
Maybe. Yeah, so total 308. Can you guess the two players above him? And I tell you what, it's not Ronaldo. Sorry, it's not. Oh, it is Ronaldo. One of them is Ronaldo, obviously.
All right. Raul?
Yeah, Raul second.
Yeah.
Can you guess the amount of goals he scored?
No chance.
Okay, so the Stefano was 308.
All right, 350.
323.
Ah,
And then Cristiano Ronaldo first with guess how many goals?
400 and odd.
450. Bloody hell.
Jesus
He had a
Christ.
ratio of scoring every game.
Yeah. It's
ridiculous.
unreal stats.
Only Puskás has a 0.92 ratio. I can see it's closest.
Okay.
Again, but wait, they had Puskás playing for them. They had Hugo Sanchez. They had Emilio Butragueno. I actually think I did that right as well. Karim Benzema is fifth with 249 goals. He's still there. You never know. He could beat Santillana with 290 at fourth. You never know. But yeah, but I mean, oh my god. I think the brackets is how many games they played.
All right. Okay.
So
1,299 games.
Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo scored 450 goals in 438 appearances.
Yay!
Oh my god. Ratio of 1.3. Whereas Raul scored 323 goals in 741 appearances.
Yeah, but I think he's like a Madrid legend, isn't he? Though?
Oh, yeah, he definitely is. De Stefano, 308 goals and 396 appearances. That's not bad.
Is Raul the most appearances?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, 741 appearances. Guess who's second?
No, I've got no idea.
Casillas.
Casillas. Oh, yeah, that was very obvious, actually.
Yeah. You know.
Well, they treated him really bad, so.
Yeah. Well, you know. All right. Should we do a little? Let's do this again for Barcelona then. Let's do a little. Have a little game.
You got treated well at Porto, though.
Of course he did. Okay. Player records. There we go. Okay. Okay. Appearances. Guess the top. I'll give you top 5. So I start from 5th. Work your way up.
I won't be able to do it exact, so I'll just guess who's in.
Yeah, you guess. You can guess.
Messi's in there.
Oh yeah. Iniesta's in the top. Is in the top 3.
Xavi.
Top 3. You've got the top 3 so far.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Can you guess the order of the top 3 though?
Iniesta top, then Xavi, then Messi.
Xavi, Messi, Iniesta.
Xavi, Messi, Iniesta.
Xavi's had the most appearances. 767 appearances.
It was between Iniesta and Xavi, but I just thought maybe Iniesta because he played longer. Well, not longer, but he played.
Xavi's played 90 more games for Barcelona, apparently.
Oh. Yeah, it's because Iniesta played like a couple of seasons after Xavi left, I thought, or a season.
Yeah, I can understand that as well.
Who else? Busquets.
Yeah, Busquets is in the top 5.
Suarez.
Suarez is not in the top 5.
Oh.
You're forgetting about a very, very important Spanish player.
Very important Spanish player.
Legend. Defender.
Piqué.
No. Did play with him though.
Puyol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puyol with 4th.
Right. That's interesting.
Yep. I mean, you can obviously guess who the top goal scorer is for Barcelona.
Messi.
He scored 672 goals. But his ratio is not fucking. Excuse my language. His ratio is not like Ronaldo's, because he played 732 games and scored 672. So
I mean, it's still
insane. I'm not saying it's not insane, because the person closest to him on the Barcelona top goal scorer sheet is 301 goals. He scored 672.
Gee.
I don't think you'll guess who number 2 is, though.
No chance.
Cesar. Born July 6th, 1920.
Yeah, I was going to say, it must be from ages ago.
Cesar Rodriguez.
Yeah. That's something new every day.
I think I might do that game for every league now. That's quite fun. Although I've got a lecture at 3 o'clock and it's 2, so we'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Okay. That's enough about La Liga then. We've dabbled in it. Hopefully, our people have learned a bit, as I have as well.
Got some historic stuff in there.
Exactly. Let's move on to the German league, the Bundesliga, the league that is won by one team every bloody season.
Yeah.
FC Bayern Munich.
The exception of Dortmund now and again.
Now and again, though. It's never really...
Yeah. I think I saw a graph or something. And it was like Bundesliga winners, and it was like, you got Dortmund and, I don't know, like something like on 4 or 5, and then you just got Bayern Munich on like 30 or something.
You're close.
29?
29.
Yeah.
And Dortmund have won it.
5, 4.
Oh dear. Dortmund have won it 8 times.
8 times?
Yeah.
It's like there's just no competition, is there?
No, there's no competition. Oh dear, that's crazy. But yeah, Bayern München, as they say in Germany, they have they're just the best team in Germany. They're the team to play for in Germany as well. Do you know what I mean? Like every young German player will want to play for Bayern Munich. Hence why Leroy Sané is currently there, probably.
Yeah, they've got an unreal attack now.
Oh yeah, I mean, they had an unreal attack last season. They've now got an unbelievable attack this season.
Yeah.
And yet they still lost.
They got smashed 4-1 by Hoffenheim.
Yeah, who were fourth from bottom last season. Crazy scene.
Yeah, it shows you anything can happen in football.
And they won 23 or 4 games before that game in a row. Bayern Munich.
Please.
And that includes the Champions League final, League semi-final. So many important games. The domestic cup they won, didn't lose in that. Like that includes that final. There's so many big games in that 23-4 games that they won in a row. It's crazy. And their manager was supposed to be an interim coach.
Yeah. They're definitely favourites for the Champions League this season.
For sure.
Definitely.
Their first game back, they won 8-0.
Gee. Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking very good. All right. Dortmund's good. They've got a good team this season. I mean, they had a good team last season, but again, I don't think that they're good enough yet.
Yeah, they always seem to do all right, and then they fall away.
Yeah.
They're keeping hold of Sancho at the moment.
I think they'll keep him as well, because if they lose Sancho, they lose credibility for being a big club.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they've just got they're going to get 100 mil, so if they reinvest it, maybe not. But
yeah, but it's just more about, would you want to go to a team who's just sold their best player?
Yeah.
You want to win a trophy.
Yeah.
Whereas if they keep their best player, they could almost be more likely to sign someone, because it's like, we're keeping Jadon Sancho, you're guaranteed a chance to win a trophy.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And we've got Erling Haaland as well.
Yeah.
Who's another season better.
Yeah.
Royce. Who?
Marco Royce.
Marco Royce, yeah, but I mean, he's getting old now. There's that the young Billingham.
Oh, Jude Bellingham, yeah.
Jude Bellingham, yeah. He's had his name retired at Birmingham somehow.
Number 22, yeah.
How? I don't know how.
Yeah, it's like if he comes back, he's not going to come back to Birmingham unless you're in the Prem.
Yeah, he's never coming. Maybe like when he's 35.
Yeah.
Oh dear. All right, can you guess the top 4 Bayern Munich goal scorers?
Oh. No, Lewandowski.
Lewandowski's in the top 4.
Muller.
Well, there's 2 Mullers in the top 4.
Oh, right. Gerard Muller or something.
Gerd Muller, yeah,
Gerd Muller,
and Thomas Muller in the top 4.
Lewandowski is the third one.
Nope, he's not third.
No, I'm trying to think of who.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I've never heard of this guy before. Sorry to all the big, Bundesliga fans out there. I've never heard of him.
Who? I can't.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge or whatever. Rummenigge.
Oh, right. I think isn't he like the director of football there now or something?
Could be. I don't know. I don't know his name. I've never seen it before.
I think he's director of football. But yeah. Wouldn't have known that. No,
I don't know. Okay, put them in place then. Put them in the first to fourth.
That Gerd Muller at the top.
Yep.
Lewandowski.
Yep.
Then Thomas Muller.
Nope.
That Rummenigge.
Rummenigge, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Thomas Muller, yeah. Gerd Muller, 515 goals. Robert Lewandowski, apparently 242. That's the level of difference between Lewandowski and Gerd Muller. What the hell?
I mean, that's not getting broken anytime soon.
No, 515 goals. Gee. I mean, our top goal scorers, Lampard at 200 and something. Like, crying out loud.
Yeah, ours is the barrel.
But that's Messi and Ronaldo level.
Yeah. That's yeah. I mean, it shows the competition as well, but
yeah.
That is Messi.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he is also scoring 515 goals in the league, which is won by Bayern Munich every season.
I don't know if you can say La Liga's that much better.
No, but you can say that there's more challenge.
There's more challenge, yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'd say once you get past like top 5, top 6 in the Liga, then obviously there's a massive fall off.
Yeah.
Whereas with Bayern Munich, if once you get past second and third, there's a big fall off. So it's kind of like there's a couple more teams in the Liga.
Yeah, it's like Red Bull Leipzig, like the
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but they're young as hell, aren't they? They're a really new team still.
Yeah.
And they got to the Champions League semi-final.
Is it 2009?
9, yeah. I think it was 2009, yeah. Crazy. 2009, and they're in the semi-final of the Champions League.
Okay. It's not too shabby.
No.
But I think people can't stand them in Germany.
No, they hate them, don't they? They hate them.
Because they've come out of nowhere and they're like...
With money.
Seen as a bit of a money club.
Yeah.
Seen as a bit like the young whippersnappers.
I doubt anyone in Germany says that.
Yeah. They'll probably say something else, but... I don't know.
I just had a thought. At the end of this, should we put all the top 5 leagues in like a rank and see who else we can piss off?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
All right. Well, that's kind of it about the Bundesliga, though. Really, there's not too much to talk about. Good thing we've got another league, which we probably won't have too much to talk about. Liga, PSG, and I'd say Lyon as well, and Monaco. Was it Monaco?
Monaco. Yeah. Not recently, but they did win it.
Recently. Yeah, they did win it a couple of seasons ago. Yeah.
Marseille. Marseille.
Marseille, maybe. Possibly.
I know Montpellier. They're not a top team, but they won it like a shock win, didn't they? bit like
a while ago, I think.
a while ago.
Yeah.
I
Wikipedia shocked me.
think Saint-Etienne are quite high in the winners.
Probably. The players, there we go. Appearances. Okay, this is weird. I don't recognise any of these top appearance players. I see Verratti's in there in 6th. Thiago Silva's in there in 7th. I'm going to say these names just in case you know them.
Right.
Jean-Marc Piloré.
No.
Sylvain Armand.
No.
Safé Soucet.
No.
Paul Le Gouin.
No.
Bernard Lama.
No.
Mustafa Delep. I recognise that name, I think.
Sort of.
Edison Cavani.
Yeah.
And Blaise Matuidi.
Oh, Blaise Matuidi?
Yeah, Blaise Matuidi.
Ah.
Now, I do recognise the goal scorers.
Oh, Zlatan.
He's in the top 3 and top 5, technically.
Cavani's top, I think.
Yeah. What do you think he's scored the most?
Yeah, I thought he beat Zlatan, didn't he?
Yeah, he beat him by quite a bit.
Right.
Mbappe's up there now.
Mbappe.
He's
Neymar?
7th. Neymar's not in there. No, Neymar. Angel Di Maria in 9th.
Angel Di Maria. Yeah.
So yeah, Cavani top with 200. Ibrahimovic top 2nd with 156. Pauleta. Ever heard of it? Portuguese player.
No.
109. Dominic Rochetti, something like that, with 100. See, I can pronounce the Spanish names because I did Spanish for years.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce like French names or anything like that.
No chance.
And then Delep 5th with 98. And then Mbappe's 7th with 91. So, you know, maybe he'll get up there eventually if he doesn't leave.
We found the league that we know least about.
Yeah, this is probably Well, it's because it's...
Oh.
Sorry to all the French fans out there, but it's the Farmers League.
Doesn't mean they can't be good teams in it, like PSG.
Yeah,
but,
and like Lyon this season.
Yeah.
Last season.
Yeah, but yeah, it's family.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to your home country technically.
Well, semi-home country.
Semi-home country. Mate, you've had a beard since you were 15 years old. Of course, you're Italian.
Yeah.
Younger?
Probably.
Jeez.
I can think of the age, but yeah.
I'm lucky to have facial hair. But then again, I look younger, you know, when I'm older.
Not quite.
I shave weekly, of course. Not daily.
Yeah, it's not quite at this level, but you know.
No, I think I probably will never make it. If I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
All right. The big teams are the Seven Sisters in Italy. Am I right?
I don't know if I can name these.
Go on, try and name all of them.
Juve, Milan, Inter, Lazio, Roma, Napoli, Fiorentina.
You got one of them wrong.
Oh, I don't know.
Parma.
All right.
They're part of the Seven Sisters.
Didn't
I was
realise.
surprised when I was looking into it that the Napoli weren't in that.
All right, yeah, I was going to say. That's interesting.
They're quite a disliked team, though, aren't they, in Italy?
Yeah, I mean, I think it sort of goes with, so you know, like there's sort of a north-south divide here. There's a north-south divide there, but it's the opposite. So that the north is more affluent and the south is poorer. So with Napoli being from the south, they're poorest team. The rest of those teams are from the north.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Napoli versus them.
Yeah. Because when I was doing my research, So obviously not obviously, people might not know this. Serie A was created in 1898, but it was only northern teams for a long time.
Yeah.
Then they allowed southern teams to get involved.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because of it was like during World War, like almost the end of the World War, Second World War or something that it was introduced or something. I think I could be wrong.
Right. Well, it's because I know in the World War the attacked Italy from the south, didn't they, and pushed up the Allies, didn't they?
Oh, fair.
So they came through the south. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but
who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, yeah. I mean, if I actually lived in Italy, I know my Italian family support Lazio, I think.
Okay.
Oh well, one? Yeah, I think it's Lazio. Because my nana's side of the family is from Naples, which is in the south, and then my grandpa's side of the family is from like Lazio region, which is where Rome is, and that's like mid Italy. So yeah, I think they support Lazio, so that's who I would support. But yeah, I think my grandpa's from like near the Rome area, sort of thing.
Okay, fair enough. Since the 23-24 season, the trophy has been called the Scudetto. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
Do you know what that means in Italian? Well, in English, but
no.
Can't guess.
No chance.
Little shield.
Little shield. Okay. Oh right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's because they put it on their kit the season after they won it.
Right. Okay.
So it's called a little shield, which they put on their kit every season they win it.
Like the Premier League badges and goals.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So nice for that. 16 teams have won since '89. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams down. Do you want to guess to see if who's on there, and I'll let you know.
Juve.
Yeah.
Inter, AC.
Yeah.
Napoli, probably when Maradona won it.
Napoli's not on it.
Napoli. Oh, I swear they've won it.
Yeah, they've won it, but I'm talking they're not in the top. They haven't won it the most.
Oh,
so,
right. Oh, right. I thought you were talking about past winners. All right.
No, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 who have won it more than 1 or 2 times.
Right, okay. Right, so Juve, AC, Inter.
Yeah.
Roma?
Yeah. They're at the bottom though.
They're at the bottom, yeah.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 teams, which I think you might not be able to guess, who are quite high up in that.
Fiorentina, maybe?
Say that again?
Fiorentina?
No.
No. Brescia?
No. Give you a hint. I like eating spaghetti.
Bologna?
Yeah.
Bologna, wow. This is difficult.
I think something to do with like bulls, I think, is in this place.
Torino?
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't.
Right. Genoa and Provercelli.
Nah, I'm half thinking some of these clubs don't exist anymore. You know.
Maybe. Juventus, obviously top.
Mm.
There are 2 teams are joint second with most. Who do you think they are?
Inter and AC, isn't it?
Yeah. Who's third?
Roma.
Genoa. No, Roma at the bottom of the list.
You notice
there's 3 teams joint 4th.
No chance.
Torino, Bologna, and Provercelli, and then Roma are 5th.
Right. Have you noticed all those teams are northern teams?
Yeah, I did know. Now you've said it, I now see that.
Yeah. And if you go on Wikipedia, and so it has I think on all the leagues, it'll have the map of the country, and then like the dots where all the teams are with like the name next
all
to
at the
it.
top.
And if you go like that, like through the middle of Italy, it's like more than half of the teams are here, and then like 5 are down here. So it's like
Wow, divide.
yeah, but it's like the sort of, because Napoli and Lazio and Roma. I mean, Lazio and Roma are like mid-Italy, but arguably the south. Like, so it's like they're in the top 6. So the sort of it's sort of unevenly represented in the top 6 of the south.
Fair enough.
Like compared to how many teams there is in the north and south. So you got, like I said, Roma, Lazio, and Napoli. They're all in the top 6. But on sort of statistically, they shouldn't be there.
Okay, fair enough.
But like in terms of proportion of teams, but obviously they've got better money, or because they're. I mean, Roma or Lazio are in the capital, and then Napoli are like the most famous southern team. So, yeah.
Fair enough. So yeah, Roma with 3, Torino, Bologna, and Pro Vercelli with a 7, Genoa with 9, Inter and AC Milan with 18. And can you guess how many Serie A titles Juventus have won?
20 odd, 29, something.
You actually are quite wrong. 36.
36. I mean, I wasn't that far.
No, but you were closer with other ones. Ones.
You made me think I was like 20 off or something.
No, because I'm only saying that because with the other ones you've been pretty accurate. So
yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
With the league that you're supposed to know most about, you don't know anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, actually, some of their titles will have been taken off.
Really?
You heard of the match fixing scandal?
No, teach me.
So, like in I think it was early noughties, there was a match fixing scandal in Italy, which meant that Juve and I can't remember if other teams were stripped of their titles, and Juve in particular were relegated to Serie B.
Ooh.
But their team, so the players who were playing for them at the time, so like Buffon, like all the Del Piero, all these quality players, they stayed with them in Serie B and got promoted again. So their team in Serie B was unreal.
But they just slapped the league up.
Yeah. But yeah, they got relegated and had to get promoted again. But if those players had left, they would have been screwed. And even then, it took them years to recover.
Yeah.
And start winning it again, because it was only like in, I guess, the early 2010s that they actually started winning again with Conte, because they got hit financially in that, didn't they? So
yeah, they did.
You would get the sort of residual impact of that. But I mean, we can talk about current Serie A. Juve looking handy again because they've got Pirlo as manager, and like it looks like they're enjoying the football now.
Yeah,
because he's actually letting them play with freedom. But like some of his starting 11's looking a bit wacky.
I haven't been following. So.
Like he's playing like 4-2-2-2 or something.
But actually playing and not just it being messed up on the team sheet.
Well, the things that they put on the Juve Twitter, not Juve, Twitter and Instagram, it's got like Ramsey on the left wing or something it is. But it seems to be working. I'll just get it up now. But like he's playing Ronaldo and Morata up front because they signed Morata.
Is Morata?
Yeah.
From AC? So yeah. From Milan, yeah, mad. I touched him Milan, Madrid.
Yeah. Like they signed him on loan, and I think they've got an option to buy him.
I didn't realise they signed him. So they've got Dybala, they've got Ronaldo, they've got Morata, they've got
Costa.
No, what? Oh yeah, Douglas Costa. Yeah, like they've got a good team.
Yeah.
Well, there's one of my mates I want to get onto the podcast in the future because he's a bit of a superficial person, and I'm not going to mention why yet. We'll get him on the podcast for that.
Right.
But it has already been predicted that Juventus will win the Champions League final this season against Liverpool in the final.
All right.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I don't know. Anyway, enough of lying and whatever that is. I have no idea. Juventus have won 9 Premier Leagues in a row from 2012 to when?
Premier Leagues. That's doing all right. Scudettos. Yeah.
God, wake up, Tom.
Started with Conte, then Allegri, and then I guess Sarri for one, and probably Pirlo for one at the end of this season.
Yeah, 2012, 2020. They've won 9 in a row.
I think there is competition, but it's more for the rest of the top 6 than the title.
Yeah.
Because you've got Juve who usually win it. Napoli have been there or thereabouts for a few seasons, but I think it was Inter last season. Because
they almost won it, didn't they?
They were a point behind at the end, but Juve, because they didn't like Sarri and that, they won it with a couple of games to go and just binned off the last few games, so it ended up being only 1 point in it. But yeah, I think Atalanta have doing decent in recent times. I don't think they historically have not been.
They have Gomez. Is that his name?
Yeah.
And the other player who they had injured when they were in the Champions League. What's his name?
I think I know what you mean, but
yeah,
they've got a decent squad too.
Yeah, decent squad.
Decent manager. Is it Gasparini or something?
I think it's something like that.
Plays nice attacking football and stuff, which is obviously why they're doing well.
Mm.
And then
which is a bit different to typical Italian teams who tend to be passionate, defensive, solid.
Yeah, which is why the Italian national team does so well at tournaments, is because defensively solid and that.
Always defensively solid. They've always got the best centre backs in the world.
Yeah.
Or at least some of them.
Get the odd world class striker, and you sorted. So Baggio. You could. I don't know.
Baggio,
could argue Immobile's doing fantastic, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very good for them, but at the same time, he's not been. He's not world class.
Yeah.
He's bloody good.
Yeah, well, you have to be decent to beat Ronaldo. Goal scorer, I think.
True, that is true. Ibra's still at AC, isn't he?
Yeah. I was going to say, so Inter and AC, recently have been, because usually they're near the top, but they've been a bit all over the shit.
They have. Welcome back to Ben pausing.
Inter have got it together with Conte a bit. Since Zlatan's gone to Milan, it's been a bit like Bruno Fernandes going to United. They just suddenly started doing all right. So,
fair enough.
It's obviously changed something in the club.
Yeah, definitely.
Changed the attitude. And then you got Lazio, who are always there or thereabouts. Napoli. I think they're managed by Gattuso now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, so sorry, Gattuso's Italian legend as well. But guess what? Defensive midfielder.
Yeah. And it seems like quite a good match because you got Napoli who are the fiery supporters, and then you got Gattuso as a fiery player, manager.
Yeah.
And I think he was actually born in the south, because I think, I think obviously a lot of Italians are fiery, but the people in the south are a bit more fiery.
A little bit more than they want to say.
Yeah. And then you got, there's one other in there. Or as I said them all. I think, is there one more? Fiorentina, they've got Ribery now, but they're they're still all over the shop. You would think that they would do better than they do, but they're not quite
there.
Not quite got it right in terms of sort of manager and signings and stuff. But yeah, it's not. I don't think it's not. It's not that they can't get there. They just need to get the right balance, I think. But yeah, and it's. I don't. It's like I say. It's not that it's not a competitive league, but it's like Juve are pretty certain to win it, and then but the top six is quite interesting.
Yeah.
But I think it gets a bit of a because it used to be like the top league in the world because all the top players used to go to Serie A.
Yeah. They did. Yeah.
It gets a bit of a bad rep for being.
I'd say it has a less bad rep compared to Bundesliga and League One.
Yeah, definitely. But it gets a bit of a bad rep for being like overly tactical and like defensive. But and like I don't know, like it's not like people say it's like slower, which it is slower than English football, but that's because English football is like
the best football.
It's the best. It is the best, but that's because it's just like 100% all the time.
All the time, yeah.
Which is obviously what makes it exciting. But it's I think it's definitely not the worst league anyway.
You've certainly given Italian league a good explanation to some people who don't understand. We haven't experienced it before. I think you've done it justice today, Ben.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think that's about it for Serie A.
All right, shall we rank them? We'll do first. We'll start with fifth. Work our way up to first. All right, number 5. I think I know who you're gonna go for, but I'm saying Liga.
Liga, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Liga is our number 5 spot. Number 4 spot, again, I'm pretty sure I know who you're going to put.
Bundesliga.
Yeah, Bundesliga. And we're only doing these in these positions because of the... if you think about with these leagues, there aren't many teams in there that can challenge for example, the Champions League. Or big trophies, and there's only like 2, maybe 1 with La Liga who can really push. So
I remember the team that I forgot from Serie A.
What?
Roma.
Yeah, Roma.
I forgot Roma.
Oh, not Roma. We've not done justice anymore.
Oh no! I think they've got a decent manager. I think he's Portuguese, Paulo Fonseca or something.
Okay.
And they've got Dzeko up front.
He must be old now, though, Dzeko.
He's like 30 odd, but he's still scoring goals for fun.
True, that's true. That's true.
And they've got a couple of decent players, a couple of decent wingers. Can't think of them.
I can't think of any of myself, unfortunately, because I don't know enough about Serie A, but.
Yeah. I think one of them, Leicester just got on loan, like Cengiz Under or something, from Roma.
I haven't heard of him personally.
But he's supposed to be all right. Like I don't know if he's supposed to be amazing or world class or like the next best thing, but he's supposed to be all right. Anyway, back to.
Let's get into the juicy part of it.
Yeah.
Number 3. Now, I'm very interested to see who you put here.
Well, I think it's a difficult one. I mean, based on sort of European success, you've got to put Serie A third, and then La Liga second. But I mean, based on actual competition in the league, you could argue that Serie A is second, but I think. Yeah, I think based on European success, that like Spanish teams actually destroyed the Champions League. I mean, mainly Madrid, and then they've actually destroyed the Europa League as well. So it's kind of it's difficult
I can
to.
see the pain in your face as you're saying this.
It's difficult to be like Serie A's better. So
Yeah, I like. That's the one thing I think me and you have kind of nailed with when we're speaking on the podcast. We're quite unbiased when we come down to actual things.
Yeah.
Obviously, we love our teams and we will chat a lot about
try to base it on facts. But
exactly.
Obviously, you can have some sort of bias, but
exactly. But like we do try and keep it fair for all of you watchers. You know, your 100 a week watchers, which I'm amazed at, by the way, to everyone who does watch our.
It's not like like Serie A teams don't have European success because obviously Milan.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. But
recently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Madrid, as you said, in the 50s, like they just wiped the floor in the European Cup. So. Yeah. I can see the pack. I can hear and see the pain in your face and your voice when it's Serie A in third. But I respect it.
Yeah.
I kind of have to agree with it as well.
Yeah.
And of course, in first place, is the Premier League.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm sure foreign people who follow foreign leagues rather than the Premier League will argue against that, but in terms of entertainment, in terms of just everything,
I mean,
competition.
In terms of competition, in terms of sort of drama, blah blah blah. But I suppose you could say it does. Even though it is the best league in the world and it still has the best competition, blah blah blah, it still suffers from the same things these leagues have. Not all the time, but sometimes. Whereas one team will just dominate that season. But I think the difference is it's not that they dominate it for years. It's just they dominate for that one season.
And then you'll have like 1 or 2 seasons where a team will dominate, and then you'll have like 2-3 seasons after that where it'll be a massive fight for the title. And then maybe then later on another team will be dominant, but then it just completely it changes. And the fact that United, fair enough, they were probably the best team in England for many, many years.
Yeah.
But look at them now, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
They struggled to beat Brighton on the weekend. They shouldn't have beaten them. Brighton. That's how competitive the Premier League is.
That was controversial, wasn't it? But
I want to talk about that. That was ridiculous. Brighton should have had 2 penalties awarded through VAR, 1 awarded, and then bloody United get a penalty after the whistle's blown through VAR. That's unreal. And United haven't bought out the refs, have they? No.
Yeah. So apparently, so I was speaking to one of my friends who's a United fan, and he was watching Match of the Day, and apparently because the incident happened before the final whistle, that's why they were allowed to look at it.
Yeah, it's like the ball hadn't gone out of play or something. Ridiculous.
So if the referee had blown his whistle and then it had happened, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's why, but it's still.
No, but it's more the fact that Brighton hit the post 5 times, hit the woodwork 5 times.
Yeah.
So that's just
it's
like
still controversial.
I saw two of my mates are Brighton fans. One of them's a Brighton fan, and I was speaking to him, and he was fuming. Like, if you were a Brighton fan, having watched that game, hit the woodwork 5 times. Trossard, who's in my fantasy team, hit the left post, right post, and the crossbar. I was like looking at him like, you're in my fantasy team. That could have been a hat trick and so many points.
It's controversial still.
Very controversial.
Well, saying that, I was saying if it was City or Chelsea, and we won that game,
we'd be slated.
We'd be slated, but we'd be buzzing.
Oh yeah, of course we'd be buzzing, but at the same time, I think we'd get ripped into more almost.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Whereas with United, it's just a running joke that they bought out VAR.
Yeah. What is it? Penchester United or something.
Exactly. Yeah, they just always. But yeah, it's not. But
Bruno.
Even being quite a biased fan here, it's so true. They get unbelievable amounts of penalties.
It is true. Yeah.
And they are dodgy sometimes.
I mean, I get the argument. It's like, well, we just get in the box a lot and that, but then some of them are just questionable. So like, yeah, you get in the box a lot, and like that gives you the opportunity to get penalties. But like the one against Aston Villa last season, you know, when Fernandez
Stands on the player.
Yeah, he stood on the other player and they got the penalty for it. It's like,
Yeah,
huh?
what? That doesn't make sense. Your foot went on top of the other person's foot.
Yeah. And I swear Jesus for City did the same thing in like another match, and we didn't get a penalty for it.
Of course you wouldn't. It's not a penalty for crying out loud.
I know, but like if they're giving it for that, then surely we should get one for that. You know what I mean? If they're being consistent.
But I've been looking at a bit of Twitter and stuff, and it's quite funny. It's almost there's this thing going around right now where all other clubs want United to keep Solskjaer, and they want Solskjaer to keep on getting lucky. Like, do badly, but just do well enough to keep your job.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a fan, a Big Six team fan, or Everton, Wolves, etc. fan, you want United to win by 3-2 dodgy every so often, but just because it means that Solskjaer might keep his job.
His job, yeah. I get that.
I found that quite funny this week.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying like, "Oh, keep like Solskjaer stay, please."
Well, I get that.
Because like they've got really good players. You know, they have got really good players. If they had Ferguson with that team, they'd have won the Champions League right now.
Yeah. I get that to an extent because Pochettino's available.
Oh yeah, it's like the last thing anyone in the Premier League wants is for United to have Pochettino as their coach.
Yeah.
That would just absolutely not. No one wants it.
No. Yeah, it's not like going back to the Premier League. It's not to say that it doesn't suffer from one team dominating.
Yeah.
Again, but the competition is still there. Even for.
Well, last season the top four was crazy.
Even for top 4, top 6, relegation
battle.
Yeah.
It's always like even if one person does win the league, there is something entertaining top or bottom of the league.
Yeah.
Always.
And even then, it allows for sort of lower teams to get into that fight. So, last season? I mean, Leicester, you could argue. Sheffield, Wolves, could argue. Who was the other one? Everton, was it? I don't know. Everton weren't really challenging, but they were...
Spurs, Arsenal.
Spurs and Arsenal, yeah. But they're like top 6, aren't they?
Yeah. But it was Sheffield United, and Wolves were the main ones.
Yeah. No, Everton weren't in it, but they had a good end to the season, didn't they, or something?
I think your boy Calvert-Lewin started scoring, and that's why.
Right. Yeah.
I think we're going to have to wrap it up there. I've got a lecture in 9 minutes.
That's all right.
Been a good chat, though. I think I've learned a lot. I hope a lot of the listeners will have learned a lot from this as well.
There's always competition. Like even if you're
back.
Even if it's only 2 teams challenging for the title, there's always competition. Even if it's only 2 teams challenging for the title, like it when it was City and Liverpool.
For sure.
It's
All right. Well, it kind of felt like I was going back onto a bike with this podcast. It's quite nice to get back onto it. It's made me realise how much I missed it over the week's break we had. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. We have a subscriber goal for Christmas. On Christmas Day, we would love to have reached 500 subscribers. That'd be a nice little Christmas present for us. So please can you do that. Make sure you check out the merch, repping the merch always, apart from, when it's in the wash. And we'll see you guys next Thursday at 4 p.m. Goodbye.